Hey y'all, it's Lippy with Gemini Homestead. Grandkids are coming over for a visit this afternoon. I'm making one of their snacks. Now you can, on this particular snack, I'm going to make it kid friendly. But for my liking, I like to add a little flaxseed. You can add a little granola to the top. You can really amp it up and make it extremely healthy. Right now it's semi-healthy. But I know that the grandkids like just the basic, and that's the recipe I'm going to give you. But as I walk you through it, it's a very quick and easy. It's what we call on-the-go snacks. I really don't have a name for it. I'm probably going to name it Honey Pecan Bars. I'll come up with something, y'all, in the title. It's just something I've been making since my daughter was 2 years old. She's going to be 34. It's just a really good grab-and-go snack that's healthy, okay? Now, to this, which I've already mixed it up, it's my dry ingredients. Now, some of you may not know, when you're measuring dry ingredients, this is how you measure dry. Measuring cups like this are for liquid. Just in case, I don't want y'all to measure out your dry in something like this or what I've got in here. Okay, but to this, and also preheat your oven to 350. Go ahead and get that done. And then I've got a 9 by 13. Now you can make them thicker and do like an 8 by 8. What is that, of 11 by 12? I'm doing a 9 by 13. They like theirs fairly thin. And I just took a little bit of butter and kind of wiped it in just so it wouldn't stick. It shouldn't stick. It's got a lot of oil in it. But anyway, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking soda. You want a half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of cinnamon. You're going to combine all that, and 3/4 cup granulated sugar. Now that's pure cane sugar. You can use raw sugar. You could probably use sugar substitute. Not real sure. But anyway, in case I spoke it too fast, it's just 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, I got a little heavy-handed on the cinnamon. Now, this is just the basics. If you want to amp it up, add you some flaxseed. You don't really taste it. The kids can. So I've omitted that. And all I did was just put it in this bowl because it just makes it a little bit easier. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with a half a cup of honey. Now, we have a honey farm about 3 blocks from here. Half a mile, it's not even a half a mile, maybe a 1/4 mile. So this is a half a cup of honey. And then it's also a 3/4 cup of oil. Now, you can take and change up the oil. I'm using a canola. I have tried many of oils. The closest one that doesn't give that back flavor is like a sunflower. Definitely no olive oil. Avocado oil gives it a little something, Coconut oil is really good. I just don't have any. So it's 3/4 cup. I just did canola oil, and it's half a cup of honey. And that's all that I've done. And it's going into the bowl first. It's a sticky mess, but it's good. And it's going to have a little icing on top too. And then here all I have is just 1 beaten egg. This is really, really an easy recipe. Now, you definitely want to combine these wet ingredients. Just because, the oil and the honey will separate. So you want to get them good and combined. Now, we got some pecans sitting over here, y'all. Now, you could omit the pecans, add almonds, walnuts, whatever, or no nuts. We happen to like pecans here. So I'm getting this good and incorporated. And as you can see, I'm using a stainless steel bowl. Don't use a mixer. This has definitely got to be by hand, guys. But I use a stainless steel bowl because it moves for me. Kind of works as a mixer, but you don't want to mix it. You don't want air in here, and that's the thing. You see what I'm using. a silicone spatula. Because I don't want air, I just want it incorporated. And that looks very much incorporated. Can y'all see that? Okay. Now we're going to come in with the dry mix. I'm just going to set this right here. Now this is where it can get a little on the, you don't want to be wearing flour. And you're really just going to fold this in. You know, you could really add ginger. I'm a big nutmeg fan. Anything. But to really give it that health, flaxseed, oh my. But I'm just going to mix this to combined. And it's almost going to be like a cookie dough because we're going to actually press it into the pan. And then we'll come back with the pecans on top. Like I say, the steps make it to where you can make it pretty much your own. Almost incorporated. Hope y'all's day's been going good. I know it's cold. I think this is supposed to be our last few cold days. We're in northern Louisiana. It's going to get down into the high 20s. The sun is out, but man, is it cold. I actually put the fireplace on. I think we're sitting at 40, 41, and it's cold to me. But having an overall good day. There we go. It comes together so easy. Now, like I say, this is going to be thin because the grandkids like it thin. If it was for me, I would do an 8 by 8, you know. I would actually like mine a little bit thicker, but the grandkids know. Because I made them the way that I made for their mom, and you know, they like it a certain way. But now I know I used to make this weekly for my daughter. She'd go out to the barn, as she said, to help milk. Really, she was playing with calves and whatever. And this was her go-to snack. And because it's got honey, and like I say, we buy local honey, it really is healthy for you. And 3/4 cup of sugar is, you know, guys, that's not really a lot of sugar. All right, and because it has oil, my hands are clean. I'm just going to kind of move it around. You know, get it, like I say, I'm doing a very large 9 by 13. And when you're doing that, you really got to stretch it. But it will relax. See, I didn't overwork it. You see, it's kind of like a very moist cookie dough. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is, I've got the lid that goes to this container because I didn't want to put it on, you know, the countertop. And I'm just going to shake it. And the reason why I'm doing that, I'm leveling it. You could put a towel down, you know. That's why I didn't want to hit it, you know. This is a granite top. I didn't want to hit it with glass because y'all know I would shatter it. Very, very heavy-handed. It looks even. Now we're going to come in with some pecans. And I just chopped about a cup. You know, like I say, this is really to your taste. Now, I'm not putting a lot. The little 2-year-old, he's not real big on nuts. But by having them on top, I can just remove them, you know, dust them off after the bar cooks. Because that's what it looks like. It looks just like a bar. That's why I said if you did granola, oh, some raisins, cranberry. You can take this base, guys, coconut. Now that would be something Miss Lippy would like, a little coconut. But I'm just giving y'all the simple ingredients. And as you see, I didn't go heavy-handed. Putting this in 350-degree oven. I'm trying to think how long. I'm thinking 20, 25 minutes. You'll see, you know, it'll get a little golden on top. You'll be able to tell that it's set up 20, 25 minutes. Get in the oven and wash my hands. We're going to mix up the glaze part, and we're done. It's out the oven, y'all. Here's the glaze. I got to washing dishes and forgot about telling y'all about the glaze. It's a cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of oil, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Now, you could omit the vanilla, do like a maple. That would be good. So basically it's 1-1-1. 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of oil, 1 tablespoon of water, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. No, a teaspoon of vanilla. I don't know where I got the half. Replay. I do it, y'all, just like the back of my hand, and I forget. So all I've done is just mix it up very well. Now this just come out of the oven. You can actually allow this to sit a little bit before you add the glaze. I like to add the glaze while it's hot, not while it's warm. And all I'm going to do is just come in and just run this. I could actually get a brush, but I'm just going to use this little whisk and run it around. Now you could pour it on and make like a total topping, but this does just fine. Plus, I've got about 10 minutes before the boys get here. And, you know, anybody with grandkids or children, y'all know, when you got boys, you better be on your toes. You can't be all up in the kitchen busy. Or at least this mama can't. They keep me busy. I want to get all around the edges. I don't want to miss anything. But yeah, you could totally just, you could even double the icing if you wanted to, because it's going to harden. But it's just I actually use this glaze. Anytime I'm going to make a glaze, I just use the same mixture. 1 cup of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of water, and 1 tablespoon of oil. Y'all always remember that, and you will always have a glaze. Now, there we go. It's done, y'all. It's going to sit up. I'm going to cut it in about 30 minutes. I want it to be really room temperature before I cut it. And that's it. Simple, simple, simple. And very healthy. Just like this, or you can make it extremely healthy. Like I said, this is the base. Make it your own for your toppings. The choices are unlimited. I think I'm ready for a bite of this and another cup of coffee. But until next time, God bless you.